Hello, it's me, Ariza Gaming. How are you? It is Friday. We have done a 50% water change on the fish tank. I think the Zebradanios are currently enjoying it quite a lot. How are you, XD got creeped? We're going to keep doing water changes. I'm going to see my parents this weekend, but we're going to do another one. And then we'll do another one after I come back from all these site visits. Because I did some water tests and the nitrate levels were a little bit higher than usual. So I'm just going to do some changes to get that back down. It's going to be alright. Hey, it's a Seuss. Water change. So, what I do is I have a siphon where I go and I siphon the gravel and get rid of all the fish poop. And while I'm doing that, I also change the water over. So I dispose of the old water and I put some new water in from the tap with some water conditioner. So that way it's changing the pH balance and everything back. So that is what I want to change. Hello, Uglavisk. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're going to do them a bit more frequently than usual, just to get the tank back to a bit more of a normal state. Yeah, they were a little higher than I would have liked. I'm going to be real, it's just been mad busy with all this wedding stuff, and I should have been doing more water changes. I don't think that led to what we saw yesterday directly, but I don't think it helped, so I need to be more on top of that. Anyways, let's go back to Oxygen Not Included. We're a little bit late, but we're back now. And I'll swap the music over on game. There we go. Music returns. So what am I doing today? I think we're just going to do Dreckos today. It's going to be a relatively short and quick stream, I think. But we did get some Drecko eggs, so let's actually unpause it quickly. We did get some Drecko eggs. They are over here. They are almost ready to hatch already. I was going to do incubators. We might not even need incubators. And I'm pretty sure what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the Drecko ranches up here at the top of the map. I'm probably just going to put them here and here. So let's start planning all of this out. We have hydrogen from the spawn. We don't have very much hydrogen, but we do have some. So it seems like a fairly good time to do this. We'll do insulated tiles because the... Let's see. Actually, you know what? This is super cold. I forgot about this. What temperature is the safe limit for Dreckos? Let's just double check that. You only live up to 15 degrees C. So I think what we'll do is we'll warm the rooms a little bit to start with. But we are going to have them up here because I'm not sure how many of these are going to be pit ranches, how many of them are going to be Drecko ranches. So we'll insulate both of these and then we'll figure out what we're doing. In terms of what the room is actually going to look like, I think we just do it up to here and we do the farm tiles on the inside. I think that's what we do. So I'll just seal all of this off. This pip can stay in this little crawl space. That's fine. But yes. The fish seem to be doing alright at the moment. One of the Zebradanians seems to be having a little trouble, but that one's been having trouble for a while. I'm not sure it's getting worse. But I have come to a realization that the tank water in general is more on the acidic side than the alkali side. And the platies, these guys who've got plastered over all the badges, badges, I think they actually prefer more alkaline water than the rest of the fish in the tank, which is kind of awkward. Not exactly what I wanted. I did look at this a while ago. I think I just underestimated how acidic the water would end up getting with the kind of plants we have in there. It's not like majorly acidic, but it's like a 6.5. And the other fish don't mind that, but I think the platies might mind that a little bit, which is why they've been having more issues. I'm basically just putting my fish detective hat on and trying to figure out what the issue is. Wait, we've got meat in here. Where is this conveyor? This should be set to edible. Does this not include meat? It does. So why isn't this getting loaded? I mean, it's deep frozen at least, which is good. What's going on? We're not putting edibles in here, are we? No. We'll just make this Friday night. Oh! Pharaoh Frost is grabbing the meat. That's why it's not going in the in the thing. That's very funny. By the way, how many voles would I need for voles? Honestly, you only need one. If you... I mean, you need to find one that's relatively young. But if it is relatively young, then... Or basically, you need to find one, have it lay the first egg, replace itself, and then, if you starvation ranch them properly, you should end up with 2 eggs. There's a 2% chance one of them will be a delectable egg. But generally, you'll end up with 2 eggs if you're starvation ranching them properly. So they will multiply relatively slowly. But you can do it with just 1. I've got 8 here because we found quite a few on the map. We've removed most of them now. I don't think there's any more randomly wandering around the world. The shuffle branches look so busy. They do. It's the wallpaper. It doesn't help. What do you mean properly? So what we've got here is we've got a critter feeder set to 2 kilograms. We've got a conveyor loader receptacle full of regolith. And this timer sensor is set to go off every 9 cycles. So this is to feed it just enough so that it literally doesn't starve to death. Because you have to feed it 2 kilograms to remove the starving debuff. And that will reset it for another 9 cycles. I think the dupes are feeding them manually sometimes when they're a bit bored. So it's not quite working as it should. They are getting fed a little bit more than we would want to. But that doesn't cause a problem. It just uses a bit more material. It doesn't result in less eggs. Here's Dayflower doing a ranch. Here is the shuffle being groomed. Give him a brush. Also, I made sure to hydrate myself today, in case Neosa stops by. Or in case someone else redeems a hydrate. But yeah, I think the problems with the fish tank are solvable. But I actually think what I'm going to do long term, and I mean long term, like over the next few years, is when the platies come to their eventual like full lifespans, I'm actually thinking of replacing them with rosy barbs. Because rosy barbs match... This was a fish I was considering while I was initially setting the tank up. They're quite a bit bigger than the platies. They get to about 6 inches, but you can still have a school of about 6 of them. And it's the same sort of bioload as about 12 platies. Because platies poop a lot. I'm going to be honest. But the rosy barbs, they like colder water, generally. The platies, I've got are variatus ones, which like the temperate water. But most platies prefer warmer water. The rosy barbs don't mind cold water. Like whiskers, like the loaches, etc. And they prefer acidic water, like the other fish in the tank. So I feel like it's a better match overall. They have sort of like a reddish pink color, and the females are yellow. So I'd have 3 females and 3 males. I think that's what I'm going to do. And I might upgrade my canister filter and get a bigger filter. Because Whiskers has grown a lot. You have like 1,100 tons of dirt. You have 7 dupes right now, planning up to 16. There. We got some loot. Let's see what our loot is. We've been getting some pretty good loot lately, to be honest. I should equip some of it at some point. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. I think we're going to have to get the dupes out of the puffed atmo suits at some point. You got the beaker hanging planter. Nice, nice. Hey Carmike, how you doing? It's Friday. It's Friday. The fish are on the mend. I am on the mend. I'm going to go see my parents tomorrow. That'd be nice. We are actually cooking the food. That's nice. Pharaoh Frost is on the job in the snazzy suit. You get 8 billion generic pairs of socks each week. Yeah. We've had some pretty good loot over the last few months. We have exams next week. Oof. Yeah, we're going to do Drecko ranches. I don't think they're going to be super fancy. We could do super fancy ones. The problem is we don't have a lot of polluted water to input. I mean, I guess we have a little bit down here. This is very hot, though. We have some cooler polluted water down here. We could just feed it regular water. Actually, you know what? There's polluted water from a few different sources. Maybe we actually start pouring it out. So obviously we can't dig it through here without getting slime lung germs. Is it time we bring a shine bug or 2 down here? I think it is. Yeah, right. Let's actually move the shine bugs into this area where the germs are. I don't mind if someone catches slime lung incidentally. Yeah, move it here. Make that a yellow alert. And then, what about the next one? Yeah, I should actually start doing this, realistically. Because we had one spill, and there's not enough oxygen in here now that it's generally an issue. So, we'll give it a try. You got exams too? Yeah, I guess it is getting to that time of year, isn't it? I'm not familiar at all. There they flower goes. Nice, nice. Yeah, the ethanol thing is going well. We built the gas pump out of the wrong material, but it did its purpose. I don't mind. This aqua tuner is staying nice and cool. The water is cooling, but it's going to take like 50 cycles for this to cool all the way down to freezer territory, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Right. This is the part where I plug my YouTube video. Because I'm probably going to follow the build that I did on YouTube for the Drecko area. Now, we're not going to do everything, because we don't need all we don't need all of the radiation stuff, because we've already got the radiation down here. But I am going to find this video, Drecko's, and I'll post a link as well. I'll post a link to the specific video because I quite enjoyed this build. It's a little bit niche, but this might give us a better way to handle our metal refineries. And this time I'm going to make sure it doesn't break like it did in our boreal airheads. Right, so that is the specific video. So I'm just going to find a decent shot. And let's just see how I'm going to lay out the rooms. Yeah. That seems good. I'm glad I've actually made like a big archive of all this stuff now. Seems good. Were you making your Badlands design? No. The Badlands design was okay, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to A, put the critter condos in, so we can get more Dreckos in the ranches. And B, we're going to organize the plants a bit differently. Right, I've got my reference figure up now, so let's actually start planning everything. Shinebug, you have moved into the wrong area. I'm going to be honest. I didn't think you were going to fly past this, but I guess that makes sense. We can move more Shinebugs down here. To be honest, it might have done the job. Radiation kills germs very quickly. Like, you literally see it just immediately disappearing. So, we might actually be in the clear. Yeah, we're in the clear. Just moving them that one time and solve the issue. Yeah, this is the Iridio build I'm going to do. I think. Because these metal refineries are alright. But I kind of want them in the base. Because I don't want the dupes having to wander all the way over here. And I think eventually I'm going to seal everything off. Right, let me actually just grab a screenshot. I believe that was a month ago I did this video. So, let's see. I'll put it in Discord as well. Yeah, I feel like this challenge is going pretty well so far. I don't think this build violates any of our rules. There you go. So now you guys can see it too in the Discord. And I crop my head at a very relevant point. Okay. I don't think it really matters which order we put these in. So I'll just start planning everything out. So the reason I'm doing this is because this will let me arrange the buildings in a very specific way, space-wise. That will let me fit a lot of stuff in a small area. So grooming stations go here. We're going to speed one it for a bit while we're doing all of this. Critter drop-offs can go here. Oh, I saw there's a new update. There's a new update to ONI. They are changing critter drop-offs. They're making a critter pickup and a critter drop-off. So you can have one set for just wrangling guys and one set specifically for dropping them off. This is probably going to affect a few builds. Hopefully not too much. Should I make a plastic to naphtha boiler or a sour gas boiler? Make lots of naphtha, that sounds fun. So we're going to put those in. We're going to put some shearing stations in. Because we want the reed fiber and the plastic. This is probably going to be how we get our initial plastic and stuff. How much reed fiber do I have? None. 0. We have some Dreckos. We do have some little reed seeds, but I've actually just been growing trees from the bathroom for lumber. So, we've been growing it for lumber so we can make some ethanol for this thing. This says it's taking overheat damage, but it doesn't matter. Hi, Bat Guy. How you doing? Yes, the Zebra Danios have been very lively today. They're all sort of crowding around the camera at the moment. You guys saw plenty of that earlier on. They're right here. Yeah. The tank is getting cleaner. I'm catching up on probably a large amount of cleaning that I should have done. It wasn't too bad, but it was worse than I'd have liked in terms of nitrate levels. Right, so, conveyor loader. Let's start refining copper here. So I don't want to make everything out of aluminium. We want to save aluminium for the stuff we want to be really conductive. I think. And there is plenty of copper on the map. I'm going to be real. So we can get down here just fine. So let's start digging out all this sand, and then we can probably just dig most of this out without issues. Yeah, I'm thinking something like this. What have we got? What's in the pod? A pipsqueak? I don't think I need a pipsqueak. Interior decorator with decorating, with suit wearing, and green agriculture. Or green thumb for agriculture. You know what? We'll take Marie. Marie is very spiffily dressed. They could be our second decorator. That sounds good. I'm going to stop printing dupes somewhat soon. Turner, you can have digging. I feel like the biggest lag generator in ONI is pipes. I guess it depends how many pipes you have. I think for now we'll go up to 20 dupes, because I think we have 20 mess tables down here. And we're not going to do this bit quite yet. Ah! I forgot that was an alert. That spooked me. That got me a stretch. Name me as a dupe? Yes. Which one do you want? Do you want to be the one we just printed? Or do you have a preference? Oh, Shinebug, you're going to have to get out of here. Let's just move you down here as well. A preventative measure. What do you mean you can't get down here? You can dig this. Maybe. Cool. You can go up to 38 dupes. Yeah, we can have quite a few dupes off that water geyser alone. We've got the saltwater geyser as well, which we're going to do stuff with. I forgot to seal this. This has been heating up the whole time. That's not very cash money, is it? Well, you might as well analyze this now. And then we'll actually make sure to seal this up. There is a little bit more dirt and aluminium ore in here. I don't think I really care about that too much. But yeah, let's keep laying out this room. So, what else are we going to have in here? We're going to have a lamp for each of these. Because the lamp will speed up the shearing. And that can be one of these nice lamps. Keep making stuff out of gold. In terms of automation sensors, this one needs to go over here. And this one can go here. There are reasons for placing everything in these specific spots. There you go. Your current save is 27 kilograms per second of total water production to run a 24 dupe colony. Yeah, there's so much water now in Spaced Out. It's kind of unnerving that the constraint is not the amount of oxygen you can generate, but just the amount of lag you can generate. You have millions of kilograms of water, nice. Right. So let's go. Let's go name Marie. Yes, you're Uglavisk now. Uglavisk. That's how Whiskers pronounces it on the credits for those videos. There you go. Imagine playing a non-Tyrannia asteroid without geoactive metal ritual caves. I mean, this one has metallic caves, I guess, which is where we're actually getting our cobalt from. I don't think metallic caves is that good. Wait, why have we got all this water down here? Oh, melting ice? That's funny. Well, I don't really care about that, if I'm being honest. Right, we can dig all of this out. That's not an issue. We can come over here, grab the algae as well. Yeah, you should analyze this pretty quickly. So, unreachable move. I feel like that's not true, game. You know what, just move it over here. I think we got rid of all the sliming anyways. Get him out of here. And then priority 9 these doors. Biggest problems, you know, need to run into with your base, not enough food, not enough insulation, not enough RAM. We did literally upgrade our RAM to be able to play this game better. And I feel like it kind of worked. But not, like, completely. So, we're going to put criticondos in. These are going to go... I haven't researched these, have I? No. Let's research that. What was I researching now? I was researching the gas range. The gas range can wait just a little bit. Are we out of water? We are out of water. Okay. So we're going to have to start researching with... probably this. Which is not ideal, but it is what it is. You have 32 gigabytes of RAM and still struggle? Yeah, I have 32 gigabytes of RAM. I think realistically, the next thing I would do is move the streaming software over to a second computer and just run ONI on this one. But, well, you can never fully solve the ONI performance problem unless you just buy a supercomputer or something, I guess. Okay, so what's next? Yeah, we need the criticondo. So now we speed up a little bit. We can position the plants. These plants need to go in very specific spots. We're going to use this to grow some pincher pepper plants. So these need to go 3 tiles from the motion sensor. 1, 2, 3. Gap. 1, 2, 3. And then a 2 tile gap. This one. And then a 3 tile gap. This one. And then we seal all of this up. Doesn't help that ONI is mainly single core. Yeah, I mean, the problem is multi-threading. That's usually the problem when it comes to performance in games. And most things in general, to be honest. Let's see. We can put another vent over here. We can put another vent over here. We'll fill this top bit with hydrogen. Can someone actually build this door? That's going to annoy me. Yeah. I wonder if they're ever going to try and make it multi-threaded. I think, to be honest, there'd be more of a thing for oxygen not included too, if it ever is a thing. Yeah, I like that very much they're adding the airborne criticondo. That is like a thing that I hope they would have for a while, because now you can put your shine bugs and your puffs in criticondos. Yeah, exactly. They're not going to rewrite the entire code. Yeah, so that would be saved for a sequel or something. The shine bug died! Ooh. Right, so let's see. We're also going to put some furniture buildings in here. So, no, not furniture, the stations. We're going to put the exosuit forge in here. That's going to go here. And then the textile loom. You know, I'll just put it in now and make it out of aluminium. I can go here. And then we're going to have 9... We're going to have 9 mealwoods. You only need 7 pincher pepper plants for this. We can fit 8 in. So we'll do 8 and get a little bit extra for a copy machine. So that is 9 exactly. So that's good. And then this goes here, and this goes here. So this build does actually fit pretty well in this gap. This vent does not go here. That vent goes here. I like it. I'm hoping by insulating it and just building this stuff and bringing in the hydrogen, that's going to warm the rooms up enough. There will be some heat leak, but that's fine. How much heat have we absorbed from space? Not a huge amount. I probably am going to have to actually insulate this here now, because otherwise these are going to cool down by too much. I mean, maybe they won't, because we're going to have a metal refinery running, and we'll just recirculate it until the liquid gets above a certain temperature in this top room. Because this is where we're going to keep the regular Dreckos, and this is where we're going to keep the glossy Dreckos. Look, they're making these out of hot dirt. So it's heating this room up. Non-game logic code is multi-threaded, but the finite state machine is serial-threaded. How useful. We got more blueprints. That's nice. What we got? Got Atmo gloves. We've been getting so much Atmo suit stuff recently. I guess it's a good thing. Hello, Mr. Drecko. How are you? Drecko seem to be alright. Yeah, to be honest, I think the nitrate level being so high was causing the Plecos to get a little bit stressed as well. Because they would... I think that's why they change color. They change color when they're stressed. Right. I don't think we plant the mealwoods in here yet, because we'll want to put up the proper cooling stuff. So, we need to make a radiant gas pipe out of aluminium pipe, and that's going to go here. And we're going to put a thermoregulator in this room. That's going to go here. This doesn't have to be a thermoregulator, but it's going to be. And I think I just make this out of aluminium ore for the conductivity. I don't think I want this room to get above 75. Because that'll scald the dupes. So we need to rotate this. Then we need to put a insulated pipe over here. That can be igneous rock. That can go in here. We can have the gas pipe thermosensor here. That can be made out of cobalt, I guess. Just make my dupe do all the dangerous work. Yes, indeed. I mean, but the purpose of this is so that we can get some reed fiber and we can auto-repair suits. We actually already have a couple of ammo suits from the crushed satellites. Here's one. So, we can set them up right away. But I want a way of repairing them before we really go ham. Right, so those go there. How is the research going? It's going okay, but you do still need to build this. Can't actually reach that because you need to get under here. Okay. I may have to shift this over. In fact, actually, instead of doing that, you just... I don't want you walking underwater. That seems kind of counterproductive. If we do it like this, you should be able to build all of this. Yeah, this water is cooling by about 1 degree per cycle. And so is the metal block. So eventually that will be ready. Now what else can we build in here? We want the metal refinery, so that is going to go up here. And eventually I'm going to connect this to the power wire instead of the metal refinery over here, so that shouldn't cause any issues. So make that have igneous rock. I need auto sweepers. So we're going to put an auto sweeper over here. That's fine. I might just start building stuff out of aluminium because we have it. If we really need more aluminium later, we'll maybe swap some stuff out with the metals overlay. Oh yeah, I saw your post about Dice's Spear program. I'm really glad you're enjoying that game, Carmike. I'm glad I inspired you to get that. You have 300 hours on your save. What made me quit the non-Dark Fog run was a performance, or that you achieved what I set out to do. It was mostly because I achieved what I set out to do. I didn't want to play the game forever, and I wanted to start a new save on the combat mod, the combat version of the game. So, yeah, that was basically it. Like, if they weren't updating the game further, I probably would have continued that save. It was pretty good, actually. I was quite pleased with that save. Yeah, I'm just gonna make this stuff out of aluminium, and we're gonna replace it later, maybe. So, we need to get sweeper coverage on every single tile in these ranches. Because the Drecko is gonna be wandering all over. What else? So, let's see. Vent goes here. And then... I'm covering up some tile. Fine. So, another loader needs to go here. What is that for? That's for this auto sweeper over here. And that's to make sure that every tile is covered, because this room is 27 wide. So we'll just put this one in as well, and then... Oh god, that looks so ugly with the neutronium. What should I do to make it look less ugly? I could use, like, insulated obsidian tiles. That seems a bit wasteful. I want to save the obsidian for more useful things. The goal is to build a sphere around every star. That's a pretty good goal. Right, so the Dreckos should be almost hatched now. Oh, yeah, look. They're literally about to hatch right now. Let's watch. The miracle of life. As they flower to some research. Glad we're actually getting some water. That's good. Well, that was somewhat anticlimactic, but they're all spreading out. They're all spreading out. Well, I've got radiation. Oh, wait. Have you got radiation from these guys? Probably not. You probably got radiation from walking past this to get the water, haven't you? Yeah, but this is the colder water. I don't want to bring the super hot water in. This has been analyzed. This erupts in 16 cycles. Close that up, please. We've been leaking heat in here for a while. It's not good. I mean, these plants are all still growing, which is good. Yeah, sweep up all this water. Oxyferns are still doing alright. We don't have any more oxyfern seeds. You're just making lime. Yes, we'll have to make some steel at some point. That should definitely be a thing that we do. So, I need some lights in here, so let's see. Furniture, ceiling lights. Maybe we just go with the blossom ceiling lights in here. Seems good to me. So those can go like this and like this. And then we can have some automation sensors here. I'm glad I'm actually building this Drecko build in a run. It'll be good to feed the pitcher peppers as well. And we should be able to absorb a fair amount of heat from space doing this as well. At least that's the hope. Like, maybe what I could do is I could take the polluted water pipe and recirculate it around here for when it goes into the liquid reservoir, which is going to go here. And this, I'm going to make it out of gold amalgam just in case it gets too hot. It shouldn't, but, I mean, who knows. Let's see. Some ceiling trim. They renamed this. It's not just me. Guess it can just go there. I'm gonna put a chute in here. And we're gonna drop the reed fiber from this room into this room for the crafting and stuff. But what else do we need? We need a gas element sensor. And knock gates, I believe. Yep, so that can go there. This can go here. That automation wire needs to go around a different way. Don't think it overly matters what's going on with this. So then I think what we do is we put a NOT gate here. Hey, Cyber Gods. It's going alright. I'm just building... to be honest, it's going to be a bit of a shorter stream today because I had a load of tank maintenance that I needed to do, so we started a bit late. But we're just going to build our Drecko build that we did in the Sandbox Showcase video. And we're going to get some pincher peppers. We're going to move one of our metal refineries indoors. And we're going to have some fun. This shouldn't take too long to set up. So that's going to go into an NOT gate. That is going to go here. And basically, I want to fill the room up with hydrogen up to the point... Why am I building this all out of aluminium? Don't build this all out of aluminium. That needs to go to copper. But I want to fill the room with hydrogen up to the second tile in this room. But I only want to fill it with hydrogen up to the first tile in this room because I want to make sure the mealwoods can breathe for the glossy Dreckos. But yeah, I like this build a lot. And I want to stress test it in an actual run. So that's what we're going to do. And we'll get some plastic, hopefully. So then this one just goes over here. To this vent. And I don't want the vents over here because I don't want to overpressurize the mealwoods with the wrong gas. Yeah, Dreckos are cool. Dreckos are very useful. We got a rancher with mechatronics, but they have decreased excavation. Nah, I don't think we want decreased excavation. That sucks. That really sucks. I'll take the gold. That's a good amount of gold. Wait, the Dreckos have escaped. Where are they? Oh, they're all running around the map. Okay, I don't think they can run around too far. Or maybe they can. Right, let's actually just drop them off. So they're going to go in here. So Dreckos, Drecklets, party 9. Set this to 9 dudes. I'm going to get the critter condos in here. You always try and seal the room with the Dreckos with the hydrogen because you find it always slowly escapes. Yes. I don't find the escape is usually that bad. And we are going to automate it here, so... I didn't see it leaking a load of hydrogen when we built this in Sandbox Showcase. But, again, it's good to test these things. I feel bad for Sinister Plank walking through all these doors. We don't really need these anymore. The shove bowls have all been collected. Oh, there's one more over here. That's very funny. Right. Wires. So, we do need a conductive wire to go to that metal refinery. So that is unfortunately going to have to go through here. But that's fine. So that could just go up there. And then I think we just hook everything else to the base wire. Maybe we hook the... Maybe we hook the production buildings here to this wire. Do I even want that much stuff on this wire? I don't think I do. No, I think we just hook everything else up to a regular wire. You started rebuilding your tank yesterday, so yay, can't wait to finish the build. Nice, nice. What's this tank for again? Is this a real life tank? For fish or something? I've forgotten. Apologies. You know what? This is directly adjacent to this, so I'm just going to connect the wire here. These shouldn't draw too much power. Yeah, none of these are going to draw too much power. None of these are going to draw too much power. Oh, but this thermo aquatune we're going to use. You know what? I'll just bite the bullet. We'll just send this wire around here. Your real life tank, you had to tear it down while you were moving. Did you actually explain that to me? I'm trying to remember. What is in your tank again? I think this is just going to go up here like this. I think that's what we'll do. And then I can go there, and then this can just go over here. Yeah, that should be fine. So, what else do we want to do? This is set to glossy Dreckos. Now we need to actually wrangle the Dreckos before they get lost. So where are they? Where are you now? Look at all these shining infects. How'd they end up down here? Why are they laying eggs specifically on this bench? That's so weird. That's got to be some kind of massive coincidence, right? We haven't been branching shine bugs. Now, where's Drecko number 3? Food is decayed. Wait a minute. Why are we down at 40,000 calories? That's no good. Drop the Drecko. Wop, 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 wop. And it's dropping the base. That hasn't been a thing for years. Which way could the Drecko have gone? One down here, one down here. Oh, here's the third one. Okay, that's fine. This will give us more meat as well. But we may have to start working on more stuff soon. It is nice that we're mostly feeding people off of the meat, though. We have neon tetras, amano and blue velvet shrimps, otter cichlids, and some snails, I think. Nice, nice. So was that a relatively small tank? Considering those are all quite small things. I always like the meme of someone having like a giant like 300-gallon tank and then just fill it with like 1,000 chili rosboras. I think that would be very interesting. You really get to see like giant fish school dynamics in your fish tank doing that. But obviously getting a big fish tank and then not actually doing big fish must be a little bit unsatisfying. This is set to hydrogen. This is set to hydrogen. This actually needs a NOT gate, doesn't it? Yeah, because if it detects hydrogen, this vent shouldn't open. There you go. Right, how's research going? Research is almost done. That's good. Yay, Dreckos! Little Drecklets. You're on 90 by 45 by 45. So, quick maths. That is, oh, crap. 20... 0.2... That's about like 180 liters? Is that correct? So like a 40 gallon. Because this one here is a 50 gallon. No, 55 gallon. I don't know why we do everything in gallons. Gallons vary between countries and they suck. Oh no! We need reed fiber to make the... Well, that's fine. We can get the fiber off of these Dreckos and then do it. That's fine. Right, we need another auto sweeper over here. Yeah, this can be made out of copper. That's okay. The loader can be made out of copper. That can go here. We need a thermosensor in this room. I'm going to have to get the automation overlay up on the video. Check exactly what we're going to do. Oh, no we're not. This just goes to run the... This just goes to run the metal refinery. So that can go like this. And yes, that is the closest tile that we can actually fit the thermosensor on. This build is very cramped. 48 gallons. Oh, okay. I wasn't too far off. Right. Something like that then. And then we need another auto sweeper over here. The auto sweepers on this side are a bit weird. But this does cover every tile. It's because we have to plant the pinch of peppers up here. So that could just go like that. And then I think that's pretty much it. So the hydrogen comes out here. So I want to bridge this. So it prioritizes the incoming cooled stuff. Then that goes over here, comes down here. And then I think I just run it through here as well. We are out of aluminium ore. That's not very satisfying. Right, what did I make out of aluminium ore? These doors. Right. I'm making the executive decision to remove these doors. If we find another shove bowl, we're just going to wrangle it. In fact, it's already queued up to wrangle, so if it comes into the base, we'll deal with it. Ah, Nightbot got you. I've seen a link. Hold on. Nightbot is showing me the link. Yes, please ask if you're going to post a link, or just whisper it to me. I almost posted that in my chat, and I almost got myself warned. Right, what's this then? What are you showing me? Oh, yeah, your tank. Oh, yeah, you showed me in May. That's such a pretty tank. That's like absolute goals. Hold on, let me get Nightbot. Let me disable the thing quickly. Right. You know what? Don't tell anyone, I'm just going to turn this off. I'm sick of Nightbot timing everyone out. I'll turn it on again if it's an issue, so now you can post the link. But yeah, that is such a pretty tank. Yeah, let me just find it quickly. Oh god. I forget it, internet is going crazy. It's a very pretty tank. Also, I've got something unrelated to show you. I saw this song today and I thought it was quite funny, so here we go. We're going to play the song. There you go. That was very nice. But yeah, let me actually find your thing. Oh my god, there's so much in this bit here. I did post it in the Paku Tank bit, right? Sorry. Merry Fishmas. Here it is. Yeah, such a pretty tank. I'm not a fish tank review channel, but the aquascaping on that really puts me to shame. My aquascaping is basically how many plants can I fit on the floor around all the rocks. I think my tank is very utilitarian. But I guess it works, so whatever. Right, back to the game. Oh, what's going on? Everyone dead? No. Okay, that's good. We remove the doors. That's fine. So let's actually build the rest of this radiant gas pipe now. So that can go down here, and then that, I believe, is just going to go back up here. In fact, what is this doing? Stop this. Get some help. That could just go like this. I'm probably not going to follow my build exactly, but I'm pretty sure this will work just fine. And we're going to set this to send green signal if above 25 degrees, I think. This time we're doing a bit simpler because maintenance is a bit hard. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, I would rather have a tank where I can just, like, do a proper clean out, like, once a week and I don't have to do too much maintenance. Also, Whiskers uproots everything that she can. So, yeah, that's a bit of a challenge. Right. We need to put some automation wires in, I think. Yeah, for these lamps. There you go. And what is this lighting up? Oh, that's going here. Yeah, okay. So I believe now we can start venting the hydrogen. So we do have the hydrogen pipe over here. This vent I'm just going to remove. That doesn't need to be here anymore. Tiny baby! The other thing we should do is actually pump some polluted water in. Like, obviously this isn't going to run the pinch of pepper plants forever. We need an actual polluted water source. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to pit plant lumber, we're going to pit plant arbor trees, and we're going to turn them into ethanol and polluted water. We're going to turn it into ethanol, and we're going to turn the ethanol into polluted water with petroleum generators. So, let's see. I can just dig this over here. That shouldn't cause any issues. This is somewhat hot, but not too hot. There's slime over here, so I'm probably not going to grab this. Yeah, I think we just leave that. We can dig this out as well. Let's actually sweep up this water, and then we can start digging over here. Because I want to grab the obsidian anyways. And then we'll dump that polluted water down here as well. This stuff... We could plant some wheezeworts over here. We don't have a lot of phosphorite, but there is a little bit we could dig. Maybe just do a separate pump for that. And then this one, we can actually lead all of the polluted water into this room. And I think we will do that. So this can go like this. And then we can get down here. And then we can open this up over here. And then we can do it like this. And then we can wander over here and grab all this algae. You know, just in case. And there's a dust cap. Oh, we can just dig in here. Okay, that's convenient. And then, yeah, we'll just dump all that polluted water down here. There's a little bit over here as well. Do I actually care about that? I don't think I do. I think we just leave that, and we just dig this passage here. And then we dig this. And then all of the polluted water should pour into that one pool. And then we'll just pump it out of there. Now, can I actually dig this down here? Not quite. Yes, we can. But I would have to go like this. Yes, that is possible. I mean, it's not at the moment because we... Oh, how is this not possible? It's just not possible. Where can you go? Oh, because we removed access over here digging out the copper. Okay. Ladder can go there, that's fine. Right. So, the polluted water. It's got to get past all this piping somehow. It does have to be polluted water because we want to grow some pitch pepper plants with it. But what we're going to do is ladder, 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 ladder. This pump can be a regular pump. And then that pipe can go around all of the slime. It can be a regular liquid pipe, because I don't mind it being hot when it comes out. Deconstruct this. Build a ladder here. And then this pipe can come over here. I want to get rid of this polluted water anyways. Then that can just come over here. That can just... let's see. I don't really want to get rid of all of the sand. Maybe we just get rid of a little bit. Yeah, like this. So that's obviously going to dig out all of that. And then we'll need to ladder this. That's fine. Yeah. Oh, we'll need to ladder both of these. Okay, that's fine. And then the pipe can just run through here. Then that can come over here, and then balls. Balls, balls, balls. Right. This ethanol pipe, I don't think needs to go here anymore. But that's not really a problem. This bridge can go here. That could be a yellow alert bridge. And then this pipe can go up here. And then that can bridge over here. And then the polluted water can just come up here through the shovel area. And then that goes in here. And then it goes... Then we need to figure out some proper automation for this. So I'm not going to rush that. We'll think about that later. Right, so now that has been built, so that can get disconnected. This is no longer full of liquid. I'm really glad the Pliers mod is a thing. Or the Pliers mod was added to the base game, should I say. How do you get injured? You aren't scalding over here, it's not that hot. It's mildly hot. It's not like actual scalding like this bit down here. So you build those ladders. Oh, yeah, you need to build this ladder now. Okay, that's... Yeah, rare speed 1 stream today. We don't tend to do this on bits with less dupes. We've almost got to 20 dupes already. That's pretty good. Hey, look, it's cold enough down here now. Let's plant the mealwoods. Sounds good. Pinch of peppers don't actually require... Oh, we don't have any pinch of peppers. You know, I didn't consider that. There are some down here. We're going to have to go into this zone. We have decontaminated all this gas now, so... Actually, now that I think about it, we should really be prioritizing grabbing all this iron so we can make steel. That would have been a very smart idea. We are going to get a hodgepodge of gases. I think we just accept that and do it anyways. So we need pinch of peppers. So we need this one. We need this one. So we're going to go through here. We're going to come up through here. And we're going to grab that. And that one's going to fall down there. Which is fine. Because we'll go... Oh. Let me think of a better plan. Yeah, that will work. No, it won't, because then we won't be able to get down here. Yeah, there we go. That will work. So we'll be able to clamber over this, come down here, grab that seed. And then more pinch of peppers. I guess we just go... Oh wait, we can't clamber over this if it's covered by this bit. We can dig this, that's not a problem. Okay, so let me just come through here. I think I just go around this. And then we clamber up here and dig that. We dig this, we dig the plant here, because we don't want to dig up the bleach stone. There's another one over here, I don't think we bother grabbing that one. I don't need to be paused doing this, by the way. And then that can come down here, this can go like this, and then we can grab this. But we will need to clear this out so we can clamber onto this tile. And then we dig that. And then, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we need another 2. Also, there's Dreckos in here that we should actually be grabbing. That would make sense, wouldn't it? So now we can clamber down here. We do have oxygen masks as well. I should remember this. So we also need to grab all this iron. So I think for now, we just do our Swiss cheese pattern. We grab as much of the iron as we can reasonably grab. Well, we got lime. I'll take lime. I don't think there's ever a moment where I'm not going to take lime. That being said, operating and suit wearing is a good combo. No, this is so much lime though. Yeah, we're going to take that. I'm sure we are going to run out of steel at some point. Maybe not. We're getting a few ranches together. The shopballs don't lay a lot of eggs though, so I don't think that's a good lime source. So then we can just climb up here and remove this, I believe. Maybe we need to dig this as well. And then we need to wrangle this Drecko. This Drecko is not too old, so that's good. And then we can just come down here. Probably just dig those tiles. Then dig that. And then I think we're done. That's 8 pinch of peppers. There's another metallic cave over here. Okay, we've given you a fair amount of tasks to do. There you go. Congratulations, Turner. You're now covered in hot, polluted water. You're probably going to get heat stroke. This is an acceptable risk. Okay, I think we speed up now. So, don't run this if the temperature is above 70 degrees. 70, not 60. Now, there's no room for thermosensors. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to send the coolant liquid out of here. And we're going to send it up here. I'm going to send it over here, and then we're going to leave it into here with radiant pipes. Wait. We're still low on calories. Are you not allowed to eat meal ice? Did I turn that off? No. We need more food in general. Okay, let's... These aren't growing anymore. It's too hot. Right. How much sulfur do we have? Okay. Here's what we do. We have a little bit of sulfur. Let's actually grow some grub fruit plants. And do a little bit of food shenanigans. There you go. You're producing 10,000 deuterium per minute. Nice, nice. I don't really want to murder any of the pips. Oh, I left 2 of the pips out here. That's not very funny. How many shot bowl legs we got? We got 2 in here now. Fair enough. So these need to be set to everything. We just want to take everything out of these rooms. So that I can go into both these loaders. And I believe that is just going to dump everything in this room down here. So that can just wrap around. I can just wrap around here, I guess. Because we want the Reed 5 to get dumped in here, and then those Drecko eggs will get dumped in these loaders as well. And we'll have the excess Drecko management over here. So where's that conveyor going to go? That conveyor is going to go this way. That is going to go like this. That is going to get disconnected. Except not the pipe. We'll put a conveyor bridge on here. So that's going to go here. It's a bit unfortunate we need 2 loaders for this, but there's no intersecting tile between these sweepers in this room. It was cold enough, and now because we fertilized it with hot dirt, it's too warm. Okay. Right, where is the hydrogen pipe? Did we actually build that? No. I can go here. So you may as well remove this. And then that hydrogen can just bridge in here somewhere. Wait. Oh, I pliers this as well. Okay. Oh, I know what we can do. Oh, no, we can't put a bridge here. We need to... I guess we just bridge it here for now. That'll probably work, right? We're down to below a day's worth of calories. That's not good. So, grub fruits. We have got a wasteland biome. We need to grab the grub fruit seeds. Can we not access these? It's wrong. Why can't you access those? Because you need to dig this tile. In fact, you need to dig you need to dig that tile as well. And then put a ladder here. Okay. Fair enough. I would prefer not to starve. Yeah, temperature's a little too hot for mealwood. There is room for mealwoods here. But, again, the dirt is hot that we're fertilizing it with. That's the issue. Maybe I just try and put some up here for now? No, they'll get too cold really quickly. We might actually be an issue. So, there's probably not a lot of muckroot in this biome here. That polluted water is all pouring in here just fine, that's good. I don't know why my mustache stubble has been really itchy today. I don't know why. But yes, we need you to actually come out here and do this. Game leaves you breathless. Hello, everyone. Hi, Tech Rock. How you doing? We are kind of starving a little bit. I may end up making some mush fries. Maybe. You know? We haven't done that in a while. I was kind of hoping, to be honest, we've gotten too many dupes. We're not quite producing enough meat with these hatch ranches for 18 dupes. The shove bowls are not producing a huge amount of meat because they don't produce a huge amount of meat unless you have a huge amount of shove bowls. It's just free. So, micro musher can go here for now. We were going to do the gas range, but we'll do a micro musher for now. It's a deal with a game of Timberborn earlier. Bad tide almost got me off guard. Nice, nice. Getting heat stroke. We were getting heat stroke from going in all this polluted water. That's funny. I guess it is rather hot, isn't it? There's some sulfur here as well. Oh, I want to grab this. Let's tile this up. Right, you're over here now. That's good. So, we've got the grubfruit seeds. Let's plant those over here. So those grow in 4 cycles. We're going to grow many of these. We're called natural airlocks. Ah, yes, natural airlocks. True. Are there more plants up here? No, not really. There's one over here. I do want the sulfur. So you can come in here and grab this. And then I guess we come down here by coming this way. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think there's going to be a huge amount more muckroot over here. We can have a look. That might be helpful. There are certainly some buried tiles. Probably worth at least looking. Yeah, just do that. We'll dig it through here in a minute. I want to grab this metal as well, so feel free to dig this. We do have oxygen masks. Why are you scolding? Why are you scolding here? Get hit by a rad bolt? I think people are occasionally getting hit by rad bolts. Oh, the temperature is literally just scalding here. It's gotten too hot. That's not good. Quit mucking around. No, I haven't made mush fries in ages. Oh, but yeah, the muck roots, absolutely. Yeah, no, we haven't made mush fries in ages, so I guess we'll do that. Maybe. I didn't really want to, but I don't think we have a choice. We need to make sure we don't print more dupes. So make these. Don't eat them. I think we have to make them first, and then you can make the mush fry. You know what? Leave this here. Yeah, dig this. And then we can dig up here. We can grab this. The muck fruit is not going to last very long with this many dupes. Let's be real. You can't get over here because... Why not? Because now I've closed off access over here. That's fine. So that can get dug here. Yeah, that's okay. I think. Possibly. Okay. Grub fruits are down here. We are grabbing the sulfur. So those will start growing. We should probably make this a farm. Like an actual farm. Don't ask me what's happened here. It's kind of janky. I guess that can be a mealwood again. Let's see. Doors, doors, doors. And then these could be tiles. Remove this. You can turn the carbon skimmer on again, I think. Let's do that. Yeah, we're pretty low on food now. Dreckos have been sheared, that's nice. Oh man, we actually gonna starve, like for real? That wouldn't be very fun. This dirt is relatively cold. I think we can plant mealwoods here again. Give it a try. There is some cold dirt, there is some hot dirt. Circle of life. There are 22 hatchlings here. We could just murder them immediately. I think we do that. This isn't going to actually give us a lot of surplus food, but it's going to give us some. We can also murder this guy. We can murder these guys. Skills. Let's see. Supplying for meep. You can get building 2. You can get digging 3. You can get suits. You can get farming 2. Go. You can get plumbing. Enjoy your hat. Yeah, I mean, I guess we've got a few hatches we can murder. So that's good. The baby hatches give the same amount of meat as the regular hatches. I'm pretty sure. I guess we'll see. So the meat should be automatically loaded in the conveyor. Yes, it is. That's good. Yeah, that'll keep us going for another few cycles. But what I want to do is I want to put a farm station in here. And then maybe what we actually do... Ah, yeah, we do it like this. We put in another row. You're too hot, aren't you? No, you're not too hot. You just need dirt. So, farm station goes here. How much fertilizer do we have? We have 3 tons because we used the printing pod. God, printing fertilizer. I'm going to be honest. Printing fertilizer is overpowered. You should not get 3 tons of fertilizer from the printing pod. That is a lot of fertilizer. That's a decent amount of polluted water. So, if we dig this... What I actually... No, I don't want to do this. I want to let this out over here somehow. So I think what we've got to do is plug this. Plug that first. Yeah, you can get down here now. So you can actually dig through this. Okay, so you were lying. But that needs to be done immediately, because we're going to pour the polluted water into this gap. And then this needs to be dug down here as well. How are we actually going to get this around? Are we actually going to get this around? I don't think the scalding matters. Yes, Whiskers. I don't think Whiskers is to blame for everything that happened yesterday. I think Whiskers was just capitalizing on the situation. He is not a fish murderer. Right, let's see. Honestly, I think we just, instead of doing this, we just tile this. Priority 9, tile this. Dig this up. Right, just dig this. And let the water just flow down here normally. And then that will be the polluted water we feed these pincher peppers for now. Okay, that gave us like 90,000 calories. I guess we're just pre-drowning the babies. Right, so copy that across. But yeah, these grubfruit plants are great because they are more heat resistant than normal. So that is definitely a tip for Oasis. If you overheat stuff, because you probably will eventually overheat stuff, like knowing me. You can plant these and they'll grow up to 50C. But you do have to feed them sulfur, and there's not a huge amount of sulfur on the map. We can grab this as well. It's not an issue. And then that is also fine, because we want the metal. Yeah, that's fine. And then I think we just go... Let's go like this. We'll grab all this metal as well eventually. This wasteland biome is pretty useful. Right, so now we just build some granite tiles here. And that needs to be a yellow alert because I don't want you to dig this through first. Got some liquid nuclear waste over here. This nuclear waste is amusing me. This is down to 36. This is down to 13. That's not bad. Wait. No! We never built the conveyor rail. That's fine. I'll just have to re-vacuum this room. Okay. That's fine. We'll just have to re-vacuum the room. Which I don't think will be an issue. Yeah, at least the coal plants are doing work. Right, do we have the pincher pepper seeds? No. Why not? Because we just sealed off that whole part of the map. That makes sense. I believe it. We got another hatch over here we can eat. Excellent. We can murder all of these hatches and get some extra food. And I think we will. Have we been making any mush fries? A rotten barbecue? Why is the barbecue rotting? Okay. I'm probably not going to have you make too many of those. Maybe stop. There we go. We've officially made a mush bar. Congratulations. So that can be set to don't consume. And then you can just eat the mush fry. Wait, stuff's rotting in here. Barbecue is rotting in the conveyor loader. What is going on? Oh, right, because that's supposed to be going to this room. So that's why we've been having a food crisis, because all the barbecue has been in this sodding conveyor loader. Right, just turn this off. Yeah, okay, fine. That was 60,000 calories barbecue we just had rotting up here. No wonder we were having a food issue. Oh, whatever. Okay. Whatever. Right, grow these. There we go. Miracles never cease to amaze us. We solved the food problem that we fully created on our own. Right. You have a conveyor that can't be built because they cannot reach. Yes, that was the issue. So now they can reach this. We're going to have to vent this room again. Also, when this actually activates, we're going to need to put a refrigerator over here. We're eventually going to move these coal power plants. Where exactly am I going to put them? I don't know. Right, no more dupes. Not for now. I can't believe we let that happen. It's so silly. It's a good thing we spotted the barbecue actually rotting on the thing, otherwise that would have been a real issue. And we need to put rock pile in here. Hip, I know you're trying to help. Maybe you are helping. Yeah, you're fertilizing it now. That's good. Okay, so maybe we don't need this off. Let's finish off the gas range research. Breed fiber do we have? We have 6. Yes, we still need to grab more Dreckos. Right, let's do things one at a time, okay? Let's now priority 9 dig this. And then we can get all this polluted water in here, and then we can start pumping this out. And we need a wire that's going to go over here as well. So that is going to be the regular wire, which is this one. We need to build this here. We're going to need to dig up more metal again. Turns out resources are quite hard to come by when most of the map is just full of sand. I don't really want to use the iron ore for this either. Let's see, there's more metal ore here. Let's dig that out. There's metal ore in space as well. Probably some a bit more close by. Honestly, I could just dig these. It's not an issue. What else we got? There's loads more metal in here. I'm going to want to come up here and grab this sulfur. So we can do that at the same time. Yeah, you can build all that wire. That's good. You can dig this too. Although, I don't think you can actually reach down there, so do that. So what's the situation with this hydrogen pipe? We have sent some farts through here. It's not a lot of hydrogen, I'm going to be honest. Is it actually being cooled? It is. Well, okay, that's better than nothing, but we need the loop to be full. I guess it's because we're not producing a lot of excess hydrogen. Well, that's fair enough. I mean, we do need to run the SPOM. Maybe we just turn these off for now. Yeah, I think we made a fair amount of refined metal now. Yeah, that's a good amount for now. Hey, grey area. You know, I think I'm just gonna leave the fish on the honk alert. I think that's funny. Where's Spook gone? I replaced it with honk because it's no longer Halloween. That ship has sailed. I was gonna heat up this room, but that's fine because we're trying to heat it up. But we do need this pipe to be full. So, how are we actually gonna fill this? Probably just by not running these, and then eject stories from Pram. Yes, indeed. Yeah, if we just don't run the metal refineries here, that will send more hydrogen through this, and that will eventually fill up pretty quickly. So, okay, we definitely don't actually need these mealwoods. I shouldn't have even bothered with these. Hip, you are going to die because you're in the room, and I don't want you to be in here. We'll keep planting the grub fruits in here. I want some grub fruit stuff. Some grub fruit nuts. Let's actually set this to grub fruit nuts. And I guess we can set this one to grub fruit nuts as well. Yeah, we had a food problem of our own making because we were storing the barbecue in this conveyor loader because we were going to put it in this room, which is going to be the freezer, which we've now finished. But we've not quite set that up yet because this isn't quite cold enough. So we just had all the barbecue that we were making rotting in this conveyor loader. So, yeah, that was fun. Someone gets to eat the mush fry later as a bet gone wrong. Oh, we're going to have to try the dehydrator at some point, aren't we? Gas range goes here. We are going to eventually plug this in because we do have a natural gas geyser. Now, the natural gas geyser is here. Now, you'll notice we've poured some polluted water in here. This is not a liquid lock. Or is it? Are we going to form a very desperate liquid lock out of polluted water? It's possible. Let's save it and try it. I mean, if it bursts, it bursts. To be honest, I'm fairly happy with us just filling up the outside of the map with natural gas. But we need to stop it from coming into the base. It's broken. This is broken. Why? Ah, because there's an oxygen pipe here. You know, that makes sense. I did even bring this up yesterday, and I clearly forgot about it. Amazing. So we want to make... what do we want to make? Realistically, we're going to want to make stuffed berry. And surf and turf. Those are the two meals left. We're going to try and make with this. Skill points. Google Visca under skill point. You can get decorating again. Devon, you can have improved supplying. It's fine. Yeah, you're slowly grabbing all this stuff. Right. So, let's save it quickly. What happens if we dig this? I'm hoping what will actually happen is that we get a tiny little bit of polluted water coming through here, and this actually seals off the natural gas. And it will still overpressurize, but at least that way we'll be able to get it for cooking. Yes, it worked. That's not a liquid lock. We just poured the liquid there, and we poured it here as well. This could burst. And it probably will burst, although the polluted oxygen level is quite high over here, so maybe not. There's also some non-natural gas in here. So, gas pump, gold amalgam. Let's analyze this. let's put a Atmos sensor here, because we definitely don't want this polluted water off-gassing. And then we need a wire coming over here as well. And then that is going to go here, and that's going to go down, and that's going to go there. And that's going to go there. Mm-hmm. And then the gas pipe is going to go this way. You're not wearing masks. Did I just bypass the mask checkpoint? I did. Well, that's very funny. I guess just disable this then, because you guys are wandering through here anyways. And it's not like there's a shortage of oxygen, so... yes, fair enough. So yeah, that gas pipe can come back here. And go up here. Yep, this is good. We just use the same route we're using for everything else. Go over here. Underneath, bollocks. Okay, look. How are we actually supposed to put this here? Gonna have to bridge it up past all of this. So that's gonna have to go like this. And then this pipe can go up here. And then back down here. Okay. Probably fine. And I think I'm just going to get you to plumb this. And this. Yep. Okay, and then these can be set to priority 9. Ah, yes, the old adage. Everything, if everything's priority 9, nothing is. Okay. This is why we set stuff to priority 8. Okay, there's loads of metal over here as well. Let's dig this out. This is not too hot. So the mealwood's all growing now, because this is actually full-ish. It's getting there. Okay. I'm satisfied with that. Let's speed to it a little bit. This still works as a nature reserve, right? Yes, that's good. This nature reserve has been very useful, I must say. Yeah, we can continue to plant grub fruits, because these grow fairly quickly, so we should get lots of seeds. And we need to make sure that people don't eat the grub fruit on its own. We need to make sure that we are actually cooking everything. And I think we just continue to remove these mealwoods over time. Yes, this water is a little too hot. So we should deprecate these metal refineries, really, and just run this one off of the polluted water. It's going to go there, and then radiant liquid pipes made of aluminium can go here, 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 and here. And then I think this... You know what? This can actually be regular liquid pipe. I don't think this has to be insulated. We'll just do that for now. How's this all going? Yeah, you're grabbing all the sulfur from over here. That's good. There's more sulfur down here as well. You guys are doing some pretty speedy digging. I mean, at least there's plenty of oxygen on the map. That's not an issue. I don't think this polluted water is going to disappear. We'll just not tell anyone about this. But that does... Oh. Here's the caveat for that. So if we do that, that means we can't actually come down here and get the pinch of pepper nuts. Let's see. What if we do it again? I feel like this is kind of stretching what is and isn't a liquid lock. I think what we actually do is we just go through the abyssalite here. We do want this gold as well. I think we just leave it as a barrier for now. It's a liquid spill. Yeah, exactly. We didn't... We were pouring liquid here anyways. This was just a happy accident. Okay, that will do. Then you can at least actually get in here without having to dig through this. I think I'm actually going to have to tell people to stop going through this area. But we can't. This is very soon actually going to be scalding territory in the water. Which is not what we want. What are you even doing? Oh, you're grabbing bottled water. Interesting. Right. I need to vent this again. Sadly, I don't think the gas is actually going to vent over here. These vents are over pressure. I'm just going to build a gas reservoir, I think. And then we can deconstruct it. Party dots. Man, not tricking gas vents is rough. There you go. Oof, this is all taking a little while. That's fine. This wasn't supposed to be an easy run. Yeah, soon we'll get this vent analyzed. I don't think that's really going to be that relevant at the moment. I think I'm just going to try and ignore all the rampant scoldings. Everyone's a little bit scolded now. Okay. So, here's what we do. We stop people running through here. We make it so they have to go up here. So we lock this door. We deconstruct this. And then people won't come down this way and scold themselves anymore. Hopefully. Yeah, we've got a lot of different things we're trying to do at the moment. That's fine. I don't think we speed through it. We've got a lot of dupes now, so... I feel like the... Actually, let's check the colony report. What is the ponder rate? Ponder rate is getting up there. So, yeah, let's just speed to it. And be patient. Rowan, you can have supplying. Dayflower, you can have digging. Morale could be better. We do have some stress starting to come in. We can definitely make some rec rooms. Where are we going to put those? So ultimately, the plan is Great Hall, and I think we're going to have rec rooms down here. You know what? Let's actually do this one over. No, we're going to deconstruct it anyways. Oh, whatever. I'll move it one over for now. That's fine. Wait, that's not fine. This is this needs to be heat sealed. Yeah, do this, please. And then cancel the pipe here. Oh. Well, that one's on me. I did kind of ask for that one. Right, what's the situation with the pipes? So the oxygen's all flowing. The natural gas pipe is built over here. You just need to finish it going over here. It would be nice to keep looking for more vents. Oh look, we found a saltwater. We found an ocean biome. I wasn't aware we could find these in Oasis. I guess it is possible. You can't get through here because you need to actually remove all these tiles. Well, that's not very fashionable. There you go. I mean, we're making a few more foods now. At least we're not in starvation territory. Yes, let's not print any more dupes for now. Right. So now... Okay. It looks like despite all of that in the end, this actually vented anyways. So that's good. So now we can dump food in here and then put it in a refrigerator. But I'm going to move that later. What's in the pod? More barbecue. Amazing. Thank you. Yeah, I think we take that. Also, we want a conveyor loader for barbecue stuff, don't we? Stuff that we print on the pod. That can go over here somewhere. Yeah, that's just going to go in the food conveyor. Easy. And we need an auto sweeper as well, and that can go... Oh. I see. Well, that's rude. Oh, okay, I think I know what we do. Right, cancel this. Put it here. Auto sweeper here. And then cancel this. Conveyor rail here. And then we're actually getting food automatically delivered from the printing pod to the kitchen. Or in this case, the freezer once it's cooled down. This is so fucking bad. And the funny thing is, by the time this actually cools down, we're probably just going to have some glossy Dreckos anyways. But at this point, the coal is still building up. We might as well, out of principle, keep this thing here, just to proof of concept. Right, so you're not scolding anymore, because you're all going the long way around, which I guess is fine. So much CO2 here. I guess it's just from you breathing out. I mean, this did run for a while. Oh, how's this pipe going? Oh, pipe's full? Okay, that's great. So... now we can re-enable these? For now? Oh, you know what? Actually, keep doing the aluminium ore to aluminium, but instead of this, just make iron ore into iron for now, because we're going to want steel. Oh, we can do steel as well. We just need to put a kiln in, and I believe that's going to go in space as well. Ah, yes, here's what we do. We do this, and then we put kilns here. And melt all the goo. That's absolutely fine. We'll probably want to replace this ice tile eventually, but I kind of want to melt it into here anyways. Oh, look, this is almost overflowing. Fun. What are we going to do about that? Take this? Can I reach this? No. Can't even really get in there. I think what we would actually do is just dig this. Yeah, I think that's fine. We're doing a lot of random digging today. I guess it's not that random. We got a mushroom down here. The mushroom's just like, harvest me. You said you needed food. Bet. Kind of satisfying seeing everyone rush back home. What's long commutes like? Oh, long commutes is huge. Feels bad. I love that this is just permanently raining ethanol in here. This is very stylish. Although, to be honest, what's going on here? I mean, the ethanol is cooling down, which is good. It doesn't look like the ethanol is even coming into contact with the water anymore. I don't think it is. What gives? I guess this metal tile is heating up. No, it's not. Oh, I see, because it's just interacting with the temperature plate. Ah, okay, I get it. Yep. Building for Frankie. It's fine. I was just like, why is there just a vacuum here? Why did I build all this metal tile? This is starting to fill up. I don't think it's actually going to overpressurize, but we're definitely not venting it that fast anymore. Because we're not venting it, we're actually just using the radiant bit here. But yeah, if we vented any more, I think it would just make this whole area a massive scalding hazard. It kind of already has. So it's a good thing we're getting reed fiber online, because we're going to need to do suits. So let's actually do repair ammo suit here. Forever. We don't want to make any snazzy suits yet. It's fine. How's Shuffles doing? Oh, look, we got a little Volp up. We got our first excess Shuffle, I suppose. Although these are empty now. I mean, you will get auto-wrangled when you're an adult and put in one of these, so that's fine. Yeah, because the automation here is saying, don't ask me about all these OR gates. But yeah, some of these are green, so this is opening the door. It's broken. Good pipe. Ah, yes. This is the reason why we're not doing iron and steel. Yep, okay. Alright. Yeah, I guess it's a lot of heat. And this water is too hot now. Yeah, this water is now too hot to make any of this. So let's stop doing that. Let's stop doing that. It's all going. You can't get down here because you need to... I don't think this is really relevant anymore. I guess we still low on food technically. Do it like this. That should work. And then you can come in here and do this too. Okay, looks like you're building the pipe. Looks like you're building the stuff. Ada's got heat stroke. We're giving everyone heat stroke. Dayflower is actually stressed. I presume because we're getting them to do the needful. What are we getting them to do? Your morale is just too low? You just not eat? You can go in a Great Hall. I mean, we have 2 Great Halls right here. I feel like that's on you. This needs to be set to anything edible. What skills? Bubbles, you can have building. I mean, hopefully you'll analyze this soon and this is going to stop being an issue. Can we priority 9 this as well? You know what? I think we move this over here again. So I think the pit branch is going to look a bit different if we do it. So I think we do put this all back here. We temporarily put this here because it was closer. We didn't have enough refined metal, but we have plenty of refined metal now. So this shouldn't be an issue. So that is just going to connect over here. And then that wire is going to go where this wire is. Except it's going to bridge over this. And then we connect this up as well, and then this conveyor rail will split here. We'll have an auto sweeper here. And a conveyor receptacle here. Yeah. So this conveyor rail is going to go on this bit for the pit branches, and it's going to go on this bit for the hatch branches, I think. So we'll probably change that a bit later. But yeah, you might as well build that for now, and then we can remove all of this stuff from here, and we can actually make this... We can actually start storing the food. He's sleeping in the tile, it seems. To each his own. Oh, let's check the schedule. Oh, okay, this isn't very handy. We have a night owl. Also, we can give people an extra downtime ring. Let's do that. Let's add a new schedule for night owls. And that is just going to be a 12 shift. Or maybe, actually not even that. Maybe we just do it like this. Then Ashcan, you're the only night owl. Yeah, we don't need this. There we go. Have fun. Dayflower is very stressed now. Let's go find Dayflower. I guess you've just been too far away to actually go and do any of your downtime stuff. It doesn't help that we're making you wander all this way now. So let's set these doors. Dayflower, you're no longer allowed out. You can't get out any other way. So hopefully you'll just start de-stressing. In fact, you're just an ugly crier, aren't you? Not too bad. In fact, can I just put you on a sleep-only schedule for now? Will that do? So you can have 5 downtimes, and then, oh yeah, you can, and then all bedtime, yeah. And that can be Dayflower. There you go. Oh, I can give Dayflower a carpet tile too for the bed. Yes, let's do that. It's the left one, isn't it? I don't have reed fiber? Hold on. I'm sure we do. Industrial ingredient reed fiber. Where did it all go? We literally had it. Where did you put it? What? Hey, Myth Boy. How you doing? Yeah, I've seen a new beta. It looks interesting. I posted a link to it in the Discord. We definitely haven't made anything in here. So where's all the reed fiber gone? Oh, that's it's been put in a loader, hasn't it? Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't think you're actually. Yeah. No, we do want to make this right temporarily. Turn these off. And then we'll just make some carpet tiles with A-flower. Yes, hope you're doing well. We have built some Drecko-related stuff. We're going to put a metal refinery in here and use it to grow pinch of peppers. We are just building all of the pumps for the polluted water. And we found a natural gas vent that we managed to cover up with some water as well. This is not a liquid lock. The water just spilled this way. So, it is what it is. We've analyzed this. This goes dormant in 57 cycles. Ooh. And now we dug through here as well, so now we can start grabbing all of this stuff. Okay. That's nice. So, if we do this, we can just climb in here. Okay, so now we can start grabbing all the pinch of peppers. My nose has been annoying me all day. I'm really sorry. So yeah, Dayflower is currently on a sleep-only schedule because they were getting overly stressed. Ugla Visca's just like, I don't want to be anywhere near Dayflower. Yeah, now your stress is going down, and the Tickle Tootsies is certainly helping. So we should be able to take you off fairly soon. Gene, you can have building. So in other news, the freezer is slowly getting cold. We had a bit of a self-inflicted starvation problem because all the barbecue was getting stored in this loader instead of actually being eaten. I think we're doing alright on that front now. Right, so we want to plant the pinch of peppers over here. Oh, they require phosphorite. Okay. Well, the Dreckos are going to produce phosphorite anyways once they eat the pinch peppers. So, that's fine. That should solve itself. And we are going to just dig out some phosphorite going through all of this. Yes. In fact, I don't think this is an issue. So, let's just plant the plants now. Just queue that up. That's where that's going to go. We need some more reed fiber to actually make the Criticondos, but that's fine. They can wait. And then where's this rail going to go? We need to dump the excess Dreckos somewhere as well. So let's just put that in quickly. I need to skip a bit further ahead in the video for that. Right. Does this count as an exploit? It's not a liquid lock. Okay. So what we're doing is we're filling an area with liquids so that critters climb out of it. That doesn't necessarily make it a liquid lock, because we're going to seal it off at the other end. Okay? So that doesn't count as an exploit, according to our list. No, I think that's fine. Okay, we'll build that in a minute. Right, hydrogen pipe is here. So now I can also vent the hydrogen over here. We can get some more reed fiber going. So that can just go like this, that can go like this. That can go like this. And then that can go here as well. You need to be set to detect hydrogen. Do you actually build the automation wire? Oh, we disconnected it. Okay, that's funny. It's going alright. I think we can I think we can release Layflower. Let's see. So you've not got too much left to do on this. In terms of breathability, the breathability is kind of waning. We could open this up. Yeah, maybe we do that. There's a little bit of regular water here. I think that's fine. That would probably help with building all of this anyways. What's the air looking like? Yeah, there's not that much air down here anymore. I'm thinking what we do is we actually remove this so people can't get through this way anymore, and then we reactivate the masks over here. And I believe these all contain masks. I don't think they've been bypassed by this and people running around with masks in the base. Okay. We got a classic cover bund. We also have more fertilizer. I'm inclined to go with the more fertilizer considering food is dropping again. But at the moment, I think we're constrained on... Yeah, we're constrained on spindling grubfruit seeds at the moment. There is another one down here that we could grab pretty quickly. So that could just go like that. And I think that's the last one. Okay. The shove bowl is over here. Maybe we'll be able to grab an extra shove bowl. You are a bowl pup. I believe you're being fed on time. It's kind of difficult to know, to be honest. You're miserable? Wait, why are you miserable? So you're not reproducing at all now. That's not correct. Because you haven't been groomed. Ah, okay. Yes, you do need to actually groom all of these guys for this to work. None of them have been groomed. Well, that's no good. Amazing. I mean, I guess that's Layflower's job. Yeah, that's not great. I'm kind of wondering whether this shove bowl stuff is even really worth doing. Because you have to have someone ranching them constantly. And they don't give you a lot of eggs. I feel like this is pretty bad, if I'm going to be honest. The net result is 1 spare egg every 100 cycles, which is 16,000 calories every 100 cycles. And it's not even that, because sometimes you get delectables. So that's like, what? 160 calories a cycle per shove bowl, if you do everything right. That's not a lot of calories. I don't think I'm going to be ranking these guys very highly on my tier list. I mean, it would help if I did it correctly. Right, let's actually just build the... Yeah, let's just actually build the room. So... This goes over here. Insulate this. I don't think it really matters too much about insulating it. Put a critter drop-off over here. Shearing station up here is fine. I don't think we need the automated dispenser. We want a auto sweeper here. And then conveyor loader over here. It's fine. We want a lamp. We're just going to go here. Go there. And then the chute where we actually dump everything is going to be... Made a mess. Bean, why are you trapped? Because all the regolith collapsed. Okay. You can dig that out. That is urgent. Where are you gonna go? You're gonna go sleep. Okay. I don't mind you peeing outside, to be honest. Maybe we shouldn't be building this because we don't have a reliable polluted water source yet. We will eventually, because we're going to do the pit-planted trees. But perhaps we've done this a bit too soon. We're letting the hydrogen out here as well. This was here already. I don't think we're getting too much hydrogen leaking out of these rooms. We need the hydrogen to get over here so that the Dreckos will wander in here when they're glossy Dreckos. So what's this wire going to look like? I think it's just going to go here. So this tile is going to go here, and then we're going to put a door here. Then that's going to be the drowning room. This is definitely not against the rules either. So that could be a mechanized airlock. But I want to pour some water in here first, so let's actually just do that first. And then I'll run a couple of pneumatic doors here and here. And then another mechanized airlock here. And then this is going to be sealed up, and then we're going to have the room where we drop off the Dreckos to be drowned. So this is how we're going to handle all of our excess Dreckos. So let's dump some water in here. We could do ethanol actually. Do we have any random ethanol? No. Okay, do water. We've done it again. We've done everything priority 9. Oh look, the nuclear waste is condensing. That's funny. I hope that's not going to cause any issues. I don't think it is. Good. Right, so this is all set up over here. This can... That should definitely be on a separate wire, so that can just go like this. And then... set this to 10 and 90. And then that can go here. And then I believe that means I can just remove all of this. And remove all the automation wire as well. And then we can remove this. We can remove this. And then we can make this the actual Great Hall. We can put the refrigerator here. This is a little bit wonky, but I guess it's going to work. Oh, we need to put the liquids in here. That's what we need to do. So put a bottle empty here as well. We need 3 different liquids to put in here. That aren't going... Oh, wait. I see the problem with this. This is all going to freeze, isn't it? I do need to insulate this. How irksome. Well... This shouldn't actually expose us to space. Because of the dirt here. So I think this is fine. But that's going to be very annoying, because we're going to have to dig up all the regolith. So, chute goes here. All of the stuff in this room gets dumped over here. How much more have we got to do on this? Not too much. Can you actually still get down there? Yes. It might take a minute, though. Oh, no, you can still get down here because that's actually separated off from this entirely. Okay, that's fine. Because there's still oxygen accumulating down here. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, look how much polluted oxygen has ended up over here. That's good. Okay. Well... how much longer can I keep going? We'll keep speed 2ing it for a bit longer. How much water have we got here? Oh, we need to start venting this, don't we? Maybe we don't. There's too much liquid here already. Maybe I just do this. Let's priority 9 this bridge. And then we can vent the rest of the water. It's going to heat this area up a lot, but I think that's fine. Okay, so the conductive wire is running, that's good. So always drowning chambers, nobody makes boiling or freezing chambers. I mean, that makes sense, because heat management is kind of hard and power intensive sometimes. You do make boiling and freezing chambers for plug slugs, specifically. I think we almost did that once. Kind of a weird situation where you're going to end up... why do we have a shovel egg here? Oh, we dug one up, didn't we? Okay, well, I mean, that's fine. I can go here. Yes, I guess there are just some buried shovel eggs in space. I should probably remember that. So we need to dump water here. Now this is insulated, I'm hoping this won't immediately freeze. It probably still will. This is going to conduct heat with this gas. That being said, there's not that much heat in here. Maybe we just set this to enable auto bottle. Do like a yellow alert. Get a load of water in here. There you go. So you are going here in the masks now. That's good. And you have managed to get down here, and you have managed to uproot most of these. That needs to be priority 9. Yeah, that's good. You are actually grabbing the plants. We're getting a real mix of gases, but I think random blobs of liquid are preventing them from going too far. Which is good. Roast grubfruit nut stocks are on the rise. These nuts are good. Right, we got water over here, and we got carbon dioxide over here. That's... okay. Okay, game. Oh, I'm gonna need to sweep all of this stuff, aren't I? Hey, Zipper Forest. We're doing alright. We're building some stuff to do with Dreckos over here. We have filled it with hydrogen, and it doesn't appear to be spilling everywhere, so that's good. We printed some Dreckos, but we have also found some in the wild. So we're going to ranch those eventually. There's one here. We're also exploring a little bit more. There's an ocean biome over here, which I didn't expect to find. Some desks. We still haven't gone to the oil biome yet. But we're going to get Dreckos up, and we're going to get suits before we do that. Because we're already kind of scolding the dupes just in this area with the water geyser in general. Right, so that bridge is there now, so now we can vent the excess water. And hopefully this doesn't ruin everything. We're giving quite a few people heat stroke. Stress has gone back down to low levels, which is good. Oh, just a second. You get a pretty good shot of the Plecco. Oh, there's the Plecco's tail. There we go. You get to see the Plecco's tail. This is very slowly cooling down. I think we were right on the money with our guess. It's going to be around cycle 200 before this is cool enough to freeze food. We are at least actively cooling these mealwoods, which is nice. Yeah, the insulated tiles have helped this room a lot. We've dumped more water in here. I think this is fine now. Yeah, now that the solids have been removed, this water shouldn't cool down too quickly. So I'll need to sweep up any materials in here as well. This is going to be where we drop off Drecko's on priority 5. Ashcan the Night Owl is doing work. Yeah, sweep this as... Well, that's not actually cold, so I don't have to worry about sweeping that. So this is going to be reed fiber. So I believe I just set this to... Oh, I know what we do. So we're going to put another auto sweeper here as well. And then all the meat is going to get loaded onto this bit as well. So let's make that out of cobalt. And then the wire can go like this. We'll put the mechanized airlock here as well. I'm just doing this with a regular wire for now. We'll replace this all with conductive wire later. And why am I doing it like this? We're not actually going to be coming in here. Oh, no, we are going to be coming in here because we're going to be doing the drop-off. The excess Dreckos. But I don't think we're going to be doing that today somehow. What are we going to put here? I'm going to put a marble statue here to assert dominance. There you go. I think what we'll do here as well is we'll have 2 conveyor loaders, and one can be for edibles and one can be for reed fiber, because the reed fiber we want to go down here. Which is a link to the Discord. I'm going to be honest, I'm not having much luck posting those links. And by Charmich, I mean Carmike. Oh, that's your Dyson Spear. Nice. I think what I'll do is I'll go and review all of the Dyson Spear stuff you posted when we do the next Dyson Spear program screen. Right, what we got? More gold amalgam, maybe? Oh, look. Ranching. Skilled fritter ranching. Flatulent. Amazing. Building. 12. Building impaired. Yep. Decorating 7. We don't need a decorator. You're a loner. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to go for the loners. I don't think that was worth it. I think it's more worth it just to send multiple dupes to the other planets. I don't think this is actually that good. I think you end up doing stuff a lot slower than you would if you just brought multiple dupes and set everything up accordingly. I think we'll just take the gold. Running out of titanium alloy. Rip. Stinky, you can have digging. Turner, you can have digging. Ashcan, you can have digging. Probably get you back to mechatronics at some point. More meteors. That's fine. Right. Let's see. So, meat. This is the meat line. So we're dumping everything in here and then we're sorting it out in here. So the meat is going to come out here. And then we're going to bridge it here. And then the reed fiber is going to get loaded into here and then it's going to get dumped in here. And then we set these to everything except reed fiber. Yeah. Okay. I think that's good. Alright. How's the polluted water situation? I think we're nearly there. No, we're not quite. I mean, I've told you to build everything in the base, so I guess it's fine. But sadly, I don't think it's going to get finished today. Unless we're very fortunate. It's cold. Yeah, this is all cold, so we need to move that. Storage bin here, maybe? This could be set to reed fiber. And this is set to edible. Oh, with these. Oh, that needs to go here. It's fine. And we can't access this. I need to build a ladder here so we can temporarily access this. Except we can't because we planted the plant. It isn't ready. Critter starvation, the shop bowls. Yep, we know about that. There's more eggs. I'm annoyed that we weren't actually ranching these guys properly. We weren't grooming them, so they weren't laying more eggs. I think that's probably going to scupper our plans a lot. Yeah. I'm thinking these shub bowls might not actually make another egg. I think there are more eggs out here in the space biome, but that was quite disappointing. Someone's gonna lay an egg. I mean, I guess if you have just one, you can multiply them up eventually, but I don't think this experiment has been particularly worthwhile. It's just so slow. Like, I feel like you have to put so much time into actually ranching them and you don't get enough calories to make up for it. But at least it's something we've tried. And if you don't starvation ranch them, you just try and actually feed them. They eat so much material, you basically have to have like many pips to actually feed just one shub bowl. I don't know. Maybe they should rebalance these so they consume less material. We can actually ranch them practically, and maybe have them be a little bit less meat. Because at the moment they seem kind of pointless, which obviously is why we haven't done them yet. But I thought we'd give it a try this time. My phone has died. Amazing. Steve, you can have digging. I mean, I am giving everyone hard digging anyways, but Steve should probably have branching at some point. Right. Could put this here now, surely. Yeah. Okay. So when they eat the regolith, they don't get a burst of reproduction speed. It just resets the starving timer. Although this guy's going to lay an egg. That's good. Right. This needs to be set to sweep only all. 29. And yeah, I just needed to build all of this so it actually at least looks complete. Okay, you move that. Now let's dump more water in here. And then I need to think about what the liquids are going to be. You know what? I don't think we actually need multiple liquids for this to work. I think we just dump a large amount of water in here, like 4 and a bit tons. The rest can spill into here. If I make this priority 1, that should work. Yeah. Because what I did in the build video is we tricked it with multiple liquids. We're not going to do that this time. And again, to clarify, this does not count as a liquid lock. We're just filling a pit with water. That's not an exploit. So, are you actually building this? It's on your list. Just grabbing all the metal. Where are you actually going? Okay, you're going over here to build something. That's good. I think I need to put another ladder over here, maybe. Oh, I know what we could do. We can put a ladder here. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to overcomplicate this. Just put ladders here. Yeah, please get all the mechatronics done. You can set these all to all again. Yeah, go back, go. You're doing it. You're doing the thing. At least it will look fairly complete. Oh, they're actually starving. Like, they're properly starving, and this needs to be priority 9 as well. Oh, God, we're not going to actually starve these Dreckos, are we? I think we're going to have to play this a little bit longer. Right, this needs to go higher priority. We have to feed these Dreckos. That's not optional. The other way you can do this build is you can have the door up here, and you can have farm tiles with balm lilies on them. I didn't really fancy doing that. I didn't really fancy having the dupes get the stinging eyes from the chlorine. Maybe we should have done that. You can't actually reach any of those, can you? That's going to be an issue. Yeah, that is going to be an issue because I don't think this is technically going to count as a space breach. This is very annoying. Yeah, I think we'll be fine because of this dirt tile here. And this will stay where it is. But still very annoying. Suspense. We need to see whether we're actually going to get this... whether we're actually going to get these Dreckos fed in time. Oh, wait. I know what we can do. Carbon skimmer. Carbon skimmer has skimmed all the carbon. Damn. That was a plan. We could have skimmed some carbon and sent some polluted water up there to the pinch peppers. Okay. Here's what we do. It's warm. Is it warm enough in general? Maybe? Yes. Maybe we just temporarily send the bathroom pipe up here, because the dupes will actually build this quickly. It feels wrong. How much more pipe have they got to build over here? Not a lot. I just yellow alert you guys to do this. Like, if I go into plumbing overlay, can I... Whatever, I'm just going to get you to do all of this. Sorry, I have to go before you faceplant on the keyboard. Have fun, goodbye. Yes, we won't be sticking around too much longer. Right, let's try and get everyone to do this. Yellow alert style. There is oxygen over here, so you should be able to actually build this. There is granite down here as well. If we speed to it, it should be alright. I don't think the gas pipe needs doing, but that shouldn't actually take too long. Sorry guys, it's yellow alert time. At least you're actually doing this all now. Yeah, look at that. The miracle of yellow alert. I guess you didn't need to do the tiles, but whatever. You need a lot more sulfuric acid? Yeah, pretty much. Do you have a volcanic ash planet? Please tell me you have a volcanic ash planet. Yeah, that's nearly done. The natural gas pipe can wait just a little bit. You can reach this, can't you? Yes. Yeah, build that ladder and then you can all go up this way and that's a bit quicker. You have several, that's good. Come on, Frankie. I believe in you. You can do it. Oh, I think I know what's happening. I think people are trying to do the errand and then they're suffocating and then they're not doing it. I mean... Yeah, look. They're getting pulled off the errand because they suffocate en route. Oh, it's so annoying. Alright, here's what you're going to do instead. We're going to build a pneumatic door here. And I'm going to restrict the person who builds that into this area until it's done. Also, we should open this up and actually activate this. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Yeah, because they're literally coming all the way over here and they're not doing this. Am I actually going to have to red alert this? You know what? I'm going to turn the link thing back on, because I'll have a look at the Discord later, but I don't really want people just posting random Discord links in the Twitch chat. Yeah, I'll just change that back. I will look at it, but yeah, I think it's just going to clog up the chat otherwise. So I'll enable that again. So don't post any more links. But I do like looking at it. I'm really glad that you're enjoying that game. I want to spread... Part of the reason why I'm playing Sphere Program and Mega Aquarium is because I want to show more people those games, and I want to get more people excited about them. But yeah, this isn't working. You need to build a door. Okay, you know what? I'm red alerting this. Yeah, have fun. Oh no, this isn't going to work, is it? How about we priority 9 this, and then we red alert it? Maybe we yellow alert this, and then trap someone in here? Right, okay. May, you're the unfortunate one. You're not allowed out. So you need to finish all of this now. There you go. Oh. You don't have the material. Right. Oh, God. You could have totally built this. In fact, we need to stop other people from coming here and taking the errands. Okay. Ran it. There you go. A bit weird that we have to do this, but at least we're actually going to get it done instead of dallying. At least we've got plenty of oxygen too. There you go. Just one more? No, you don't have the material for this one. You have half the material for this one. Okay. I guess we'll make it out of sandstone there. Now you're gonna go sleep. Yep. Great. Well, we're nearly done with this. You're probably going to pee yourself as well, but considering you're literally in the pool of polluted water, I don't think that's a problem. Right. Okay, so now you can go through this door again. It's now a normal door again. So now we're actually going to get the polluted water out, and let's see what temperature that ends up getting to the pinch peppers at. Hopefully above 35? Well, no, hopefully not above 35. Right, so what are we making here again? I think we're just going to make iron, and we're going to make steel. And we're going to put... We're going to put this one on ceramic forever. So we'll make some ceramic, because we've got plenty of clay from the biome. Down priority 9. And then this can be refined carbon, and we'll just make 10 lots of that, I think. For now. Okay. At least we'll be able to feed the Dreckos today. Yeah, that water's heating up a little bit. That's fine. I mean, not ideal, but I didn't really feel like making this all insulated pipe. The idea is that it's hot water that we're feeding to the plant anyways. We need to make sure it's not getting above 85, though. So when we do iron, this is going to change polluted water by 32 degrees. If we do steel, this is going to change by 56 degrees. So the polluted water does actually need to be cold. It should end up being cold because it's going to cool in this area, but it's going to heat up this area. I think it's fine. Yeah, so this is at about 42 degrees now. Let's see what happens when it goes up here. So... yeah, that's cooling down now a little bit. It's going to cool down more in the pipe as it sits in the pipe. Is anyone actually going to dump water in here? Jean is. Okay. So polluted water is going in here. We're making... why is this disabled? Because this thermosensor hasn't been set. This needs to be set below. Okay. Printable. That's what we got. Your way, dupe. Bert is a good tidier who is immune to food poisoning and gets an increased decor bonus. You get a decreased food morale bonus, which is not good. I feel like this is a really bad trait. I feel like I might have rated this too kindly on my tier list. Because the decreased food morale bonus means they get stressed way more easily, and that's usually the big constraint. I think I'm just going to get more sand. Sounds good. Right, so that's going in here. So, what are we going to make? We're waiting for materials. Let's make this priority 9. We're doing the whole if everything is priority 9, nothing is thing. So this needs to go here. I can remove this ladder because we can reach all of this from space. It's not a problem. This can be replaced because the abyss light annoys me. This plant can go here. And now, what are you going to make? Something. Okay. Wire can go here. I'm sorry, fishies. I'm going to bed late. You'll be fine. Yeah, that looks a bit neater. Yeah, I think we just build that door now again. Okay, so you made steel. Hey, there we go. Our first lot of steel on this run. And we're on cycle 174. There we go. That's something to celebrate, isn't it? So now, the coolant liquid is coming out here. That's 70 degrees, and that's going to go into these pincher peppers. And heat them up. And feed them. And that's going to delete all the hot, polluted water. Very important. And then this liquid reservoir acts as a buffer for all the liquid, because it's going to be stored up in here quite a lot. So we're going to make sure we're only using the liquid for this stuff once. And we're not going to run the metal refinery if the room is too hot. Because obviously this room is going to heat up a lot doing this. But that's fine. Okay. So that means you guys should not starve to death. That's good. 3.3 cycles. Yeah, this will grow before then. Okay. That's good. You're all groomed. When does your grooming expire? Oh, no. These are gonna warm up eventually. It's just taking them a little while. You gonna go have a munch? No. Let's actually go grab some more Dreckos from over here as well. Right, so we need to get down here, which means we need to dig this tile. So are you dormant? No. Okay, don't worry about that then. So we need to get in here, then we need to get in here, and we need to wrangle this Drecklet. I'm guessing the father died. Maybe that's the father, who knows? Probably. It's statistically likely. Did we actually get enough pincher pepper seeds? I think we did. That's good. Yeah, these are getting warm enough now. That's good. This liquid is cooling down. No workable order. What do you mean? Oh. You just need to be loaded with metal, don't you? Yeah, okay, that's fine. So the only thing left to do on this is to fill this with water, so you need to actually do this. Are you drowning before you're getting here? I think he is. Yeah, look, we're just ending up with bottles of water down here. Okay. I think we're just going to have to bite the bullet. And put a pitch up here. Right next to the satellite. That's good, isn't it? Good planning. No, don't do that. Do this. Do this. Is there not actually any oxygen here? There's loads of oxygen here. Okay, so here's the issue. They're getting here, they're breathing, but they're not actually doing the errand. So... I think what I need to do is make this out of local material. I.e. sedimentary rock. So let's do that, and then let's actually just, yellow alert this, so people actually do it. The power of yellow alert. There's a reason this save is called Penal Colony. These dupes are being punished for past actions by not being allowed to use exploits. So you'll have your breath, and then hopefully you'll actually do this. No? It's very annoying. Not a single one of them is making it. Okay, here's what we do instead. So, Make it priority 9. Put this ladder back. Make it part of the oxygen mask zone. And I think we just stop dupes from coming down here entirely now. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Because otherwise they're just going to keep doing it back and forth and they're not going to get anything done. Right, Dreckos. Nom. Nom the plants. I believe in you. Food is decayed. Meal ice. That's fine. Shove bowl buddies. Who's going to auto-wrangle these? What do you mean end status okay? It's not okay. You need to wrangle the shop bowl. Eee, come on. It's set to 0, not... You should be auto-wrangling these guys. Is this a reload scenario? It could be a reload scenario. I guess we need the pinch pepper plants to grow for just a little bit longer. Yeah, that water's cooled down nicely in the pipe now. I mean, obviously it's heating the shove bowl area up, but I think that's okay. And the Drecko's pooping more phosphorite? It's possible. Well, at least we're actually making the metal. Oh, you built all the pipe? Oh, because you built the ladder. Okay. So... yeah, that was clearly the solution. So now we can set this to send green signal if above 3,000. And now we have natural gas. So that is going to be fine, and that is going to go to our gas range here. Okay. That's good. The metal tile is 20 degrees. Because... why? Oh, because this is depowered. Why is this depowered? Because you never built this wire. Okay. I mean, at least we know if this is depowered, it just equalizes the temperature. That's not really what we wanted, though. We wanted the metal to be cooler. Wait, why are you all peeing? Oh, because we yellow alerted everyone. Okay, look. That was definitely my fault. Definitely my fault. All the bathrooms are occupied. So now everyone is just peeing themselves. Classy move. We out of sulfur? I was hoping we'd have a little bit more sulfur. No, we're not out of sulfur. People just haven't been doing it. Because they've been doing all the other tasks they don't need to do instead. Okay. Dreckos are starving in 2 cycles. They must be ready to eat these plants soon. If we look at the diet entry, they eat 0.8 units per cycle. You must munch. You must munch the plants. I'm not going until you munch the plants. Munch. The steel is here. We made steel. Did it munch it at like 25%? Because Because it grows 12.5, it grows 12.5% per cycle. It's very important that you munch the plant. I'm just gonna save it and reload it quickly. Because I think that drop-off was having a save load issue as well. Yeah, it is bedtime for the fish now. I should probably wrap up as well, but I do just want to get this finished. Right. Drecko's munch plants. You know you like the taste of pincher peppers. Maybe they have to get to 25% before they'll eat it. We're cutting it very fine. Oh, Rowan's making the statue? Interesting, interesting. What about this? End status okay. Yeah, this just isn't working. Why not? I mean, I can manually move you here, but that kind of defeats the whole purpose of the automation. Let's set you to 1. Why can't I just set you to 0? I feel like we've done this before. Alright, speedy upbeat.
Thanks for the sub.
Thank you very much for the gift sub, Uglivisk. Punk W444 now has an extra sub. Thank you very much for your charitable consideration. Do you know the answer, Uglivisk? Do you know why we're not auto-wrangling these guys? We've got to set the auto-wrangle surplus, all critters, max 0. It's all one room. I guess it's a stable. Man, I don't know. You better eat these plants too. Because otherwise you're going to die. I think we just speed 3 it now. You guys running on the wheels? No. You guys got anything else to do? I think you're just moving the materials. Ah, wrangle this guy. Yes, wrangle the Dreckos. Now that you have the masks. Please and thank you. And you don't need to dig up these plants anymore either. Yes, let's just grab all these wild Dreckos. In fact... Oh look, we've got another temperate biome. Interesting. Yeah, let's just come in here as well, and then we can go like this. And wrangle these guys. Usually just starvation ranch them, so I'm not sure. Fair enough. Oh look, we've got a poke shell. And here's the other teleporter. And here's some more polluted water. Okay. Okay, we're finding more stuff. That's good. Natural gas is flowing. The pipe is full. We do not have anything to actually cook at the moment. Okay, you're eating the plants. That's good. Okay. That's good. And now you're producing the phosphorite because you're pooping directly over the plant. Okay, that's relief. Dreckos are safe. Good. What a relief. Now, how long is this going to work for? I'm not 100% sure. It's rapidly heating up in the shove bowl area. I mean, we're still absorbing some heat from... space is still absorbing some heat, but... not ideal. So, I think that's that for today. let's actually see who is delivering Dreckos. Hoping some people actually are. Speed up again. Maybe we just have the metal refinery be the thumbnail today? Possibly. I like the Poseidon statue that keeps appearing everywhere. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good note to end it. Okay. Alright, we're a little bit later than usual, but it is a normal length stream at least, so that's nice. Oh, that went well, I think. We still need to get a proper source of polluted water up, but we can do that. Yeah, it's not too bad. Closeout time. Let's just display. So, yeah. Dreckos are online. We're going to start getting some reed fiber from them. That's absolutely fine. We are going to get some spare pincher peppers for coffee as well, which is nice, so we can make a rec room. The freezer is getting down to temperature. Ah, okay, so we've turned this back on again, and now this is immediately cooled back down to 3 degrees. That's nice. So, the freezer is getting to the temperature we want it to be. So we're going to start dumping food in here. We're going to put it in a refrigerator as well. We're going to automate this, and then we'll make this a great haul. This can go. Remove this. We don't need this anymore. But yes, let's stop fiddling with stuff. I'm supposed to be wrapping it up. So thanks very much for watching. If you like what you've seen today, feel free to follow on Twitch, and you'll get a notification when I go live. I usually stream Oxygen Not Included Mondays and Thursdays, 7:30 to 10:30. I do it every other Friday as well. Next Friday, I will be back from Scotland. Not Scotland, Peterborough. I'll be back from my week of site visits. So we will do another stream then. I might try and fit in a stream on Sunday this week because I know I'm going to be out all of next week. But we'll see how that goes schedule-wise. If you do miss a stream, all of the VODs are on YouTube. You can find them here. There are discussion and meme videos as well on there. We do a lot of ONI tier lists. The Discord is here, where we post lots of builds and guides and things as well. And if you have any questions, there's usually someone there in chat to answer your questions, which is nice. I think this run's going alright. It's somewhat slow compared to my normal runs, but we're working with the limitations we've got. The exploits that we're not allowed to use. We're solving problems. We'll get glossy Dreckos soon and we'll get some plastic going. But now we've got reed fiber coming in, or we will once we get those wild Dreckos back over here. We can start making Atmo suits, and we can start properly planning out the base, I think. Because we're going to want to push all this water back over here. I'm going to have to put some Atmo suits over here, I think. I might have to change the whole Radbolt arrangement over here. But, yeah. Exosuits are next on the menu. And then the World's Harvester. Yeah, let me go find someone to raid. Who are we going to go raid? I have literally no idea. Let me sign into my computer again. Who's on? Who's on Twitch? Playing Oni. Lots of people are playing Oni tonight, apparently. Judy Pixels is on. We've been raiding Judy Pixels quite a lot. I might raid Echo Ridge Gaming. We haven't raided Echo Ridge Gaming in a while. They are doing a big base. I'm getting ads for the Skull and Bones game. I'm not interested in the pirate game. Yes, we'll go raid Echo Ridge Gaming. Thank you very much for hanging out. It's been fun. I will let you know via the Discord if I'm back this weekend. I might stream. I might just work on a video instead. But we'll see. In any case, toodaloo. Enjoy your weekend. Bye for now.